Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to look at Linux permissions. So there are three basic types of Linux permissions: read, write, and execute, denoted by a character R, W, and X. So when we type a command that we just, I mean, typed in previous video like ls-la, which lists the permissions, date modified, and all the details regarding the file, you will see something like this. Uh, This is how the permissions are denoted in Linux or Unix systems. So the there are total 10 spaces, okay? So each user group or global have three spaces: read, write, and execute. That the denoted permissions here, okay? And the first one is called denotes whether it's a folder, that is directory, whether it's a file, or whether it's a symbolic link. So symbolic link is you don't need to do, but it's kind of like shortcut in Windows. So when you double click the shortcut on the desktop, you just the shortcut goes to the executable file that is present in your C directory, the installed folder, and then execute the program. Okay, so symbolic link is kind of same like that. So this specifies whether it's a directory, file, or symbolic link. Okay, and after that, the first three, the first three characters denote user permissions, the user you are operating. Okay, so if I say the user has all the permissions: read, write, and execute. The group has read and execute permissions. It doesn't have the write permission, so it can't write into the file. Let's say it's a text file, so it can't edit the file. It will just read the file and will execute the file. Okay, I think that's it will after that it will say owner or group, the file, who is the owner of the file, who created the file, and the group that can access it. Okay, so let's go to the octal form that you can use to modify the file permissions. Like, it's kind of tricky at first, but it's I will explain it. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So it is the command to change the permission is chmod, and after that permissions, which we gonna just see, and the file or the directory you want to change the permissions for. Okay, so this octal format. Okay, let's remember this, just remember this: one is for execute, two is for write, and four is for read. So if I say I want to give execute commands, let me give you an sample here. Let's go to our Kali Linux. Let's go to our Kali Linux. There it is. And let's say here chmod. If I say one was for execute, okay. So I have created a file that we just created in the last video. So let me show you its permissions. I have removed all the permissions, okay, from it. D is for directory, D is for directory, okay. So if I say I want to give permissions chmod to the file text1, so I want to give permissions execute, okay. The first one, the first one, one is for execute, and there are total three, like three users, user, group, and global. So there are gonna be three new, what do we say, numbers. So if I say I want to give execute permission, one is for execute to you, to the user that owns it. Okay, so I'm gonna just say the next ones are 0, and just specify the file test. When I press enter, you can see here, well, if I say permission, there it is. We just gave the file execute permission, so I can execute the file now. if I say I want to give write permissions, write is 2 is for write, okay? So if I say chmod, I want to give permissions to the group, okay? So I want to give to group, so 0, first one is user, second one is group, and 0, okay? So I am giving a group, this one, write permissions. If I say test, specify the file, and just type in the command, you can say previous executable is gone, as we just said, no permission will be given to the user who wants it, okay? We have given the permissions write, 2 is for write, to the group, okay? And if I say here, I want to give permission write to the user, okay? So if I say chmod, 4 is for write, read, okay? So let me show, just go here, 1 is for execute, 2 is for write, and 4 is for read, okay? Let's save this file. If I say chmod, I'm gonna give read permissions to like user, okay? So if I say read, 4 is for read, 400, remove all the permissions from everyone and just specify the file, okay? Space, just specify the file or the directory you want to manage the permissions for. So if I say ls-la, you can see we got the read permission, 4 is for write. So the question is, how can we give all the permissions to all the users, okay? So let me show you here. If you want to give executable execute permissions and read permissions both to either a user or a group, okay? I hope you understand. So let's see here, chmod, the first is for user, so first number is for user, then group, and then global, okay? So if I say here I want to give execute executable permissions and read permissions, so I'm gonna just add here 1 plus 2 is 3, okay? I'm gonna give group execute and read permission, so I'm gonna just add execute and read permission, so that's, let's group here, and that's fine. So and to the global one, I want to give all the permissions, okay? So 4 plus 2 plus 1, tick is 7, so 7, okay? So let's try this command. The output should be, let me say here, it should be, first we gave read and write, so dash, then we gave read and execute, so read dash execute, and then we gave read, write, execute, all three permissions, okay? So output should be like this. I hope that's correct. Read, write, okay, let's see, read, write and execute, read, write and execute, read, write. Yep, I think the output should be like this, okay? You just add the number. I hope you understood, like we just added the permission. So let's say chmod 357, or just specify the file, and just ls-la, you can see here we got the permissions right. I just flipped it, so it's write and read. Oh, I think I just messed up here, so let's calculate again. We gave the permission execute and execute and wait, so Let's say a user can execute and write the file. Okay, so group can see you execute. Group can, let's say, 5 is for 4 plus 1, so read and execute. And 7 is for everything. Okay, global 7 is for everything. So let's see here. The first three, execute and write, right? W for write, X for execute. The next three, read and execute, and then all the permissions. Okay, I hope I it's easy. You can it's kind of tricky, but it's easy. Okay, so if I say here, we don't cover 6. Okay, so let's see if I want to just give read and write permission. So I'm gonna just chmod just 6 here. If I just want to give read and write permissions to anyone. Okay, so first one is for user. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6. Okay, 600, and the file name. Okay, test.txt. So if I say show you here chmod and 600, the file name, you can see the user that owns it will be able to just write and read. Okay, let's see here. Yep, you can see the root user can write and read the file. Others have no permission to do anything with this file. Okay, so I hope you understood this. This is, I mean, I'm saying this is kind of tricky, but once you get it, it's easy. Just remember this: one is for execute, two is for write, and four is for read. Okay, and just add up the permissions you want to give. Right, that's all for this video. I hope you understood. I think in the next video I'm gonna do try Hack Me Linux walk through all the three parts. Then I'm gonna do over the bandit series, over the wire bandit series, Linux capture the flag for practice, and then we'll sum up the Linux basics module. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the part. Be safe.